Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Look. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. Searching for somebody hotter, why you even bother? Girl, I'm toasty where the oven be, and I keep the heat. There, nigga try and follow me. Back from the bank, catch a nigga in the kitchen, brains on the kitchen sink. I ain't playing with these niggas too deep in the game. Balls deep in your bitch, and I want that you don't claim. Girl, don't you lie to me. In the sea, mini fish, your baby, they piranhas. I don't need no drama or no teeth. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. If she don't suck, then she obviously not a freak. Probably not for the team. I'ma keep it honest, G. Prophesy the prophecy. Look, I am me. No one can relate how no one can compare. Bitch, you better know I pour that hair one in that dairy, yeah. Like my pussy nice and sweet. Let me taste it, let me feast. Big dog, he gotta eat. On the west and out the east. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Yeah. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me.
Ain't nobody hot as me. I'm the type to fit that cylinder in her isosceles. Shit, she probably fucking, but it's not for free. What's the cash app? Bitch, you'll have a nigga pay your fee. Yeah, I can see just how you whine me. Pouring out of me is this misogyny is riding me. Pick apart the beater, pick apart the P. Like how the fuck you let them niggas feed your ass that riding me? Got these bitches salivating over me, holding back every temptress dictatorship of the ovaries. Notably said these niggas is whack. They too controlling, be calling P like I'm calling power. Head in the rotary. Shit, if she don't fuck, then she not for me. Cop a plea, a cop a feel, you still can't catch enough from me. Shit, fuck her fresh about the poverty. Feed her and the rest and think she probably need the calories.
If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Shit. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Shit. Scratching bitches off just like the lottery. She made a mistake, grammatical apostrophe. Yeah. If she don't fuck, then she not for me. Yeah. If she don't suck, then she not for me. Baby, come fuck with a monopoly. He see the hoe, ain't nobody hot as me.
Snatching, grab, gotta eat, gotta beat. I'm a beast, ain't no time for no beef. your broad. I'ma tell all of my dogs. I'm a rip, I'm a simp. I'm not pissed, I'm the shit. I got bricks in my grip. I'ma stack and make some flip. See, I get it, how I live. Run it, they back to the crib. I'm a Sean with the deal. Only big bins with the steel. Only red bins, color teal. Only white friends, kid pill. When I fuck hoes, make it spill. Shot it from the shot, so I drill. Baby, eat tie, pay her bills. I'm a little hot, 2 drops in the eye. 2 teardrops, that's 2 in the sky. I'm a dead man for the 1025. Lot of cash, lot of booze, lot of pills, lot of weed. Gotta smoke, I'm a G, snatch it, grab. Gotta eat, gotta feed. I'm a beat, ain't no time for no beat. Light a fall, light it ski, light it spaz on a beat. Lot of cash, lot of booze, lot of pills, lot of weed. Gotta smoke, I'm a G, snatch it, grab. Gotta eat, gotta feed. I'm a beat, ain't no time for no beat. Light a fall, light it ski, light it spaz on a beat.
7 bands ago, my nigga. You said 7? Yeah, 7 bands ago. Yeah. Hey,
See, a lot of niggas giving praise to the 6 a weaker entity. Jehovah Witness, listen to me. I'm about to pop my screw it into deep. See, I'm so fucking water fluent in my speech. Abomination, speak of poor nation. We got whoring in your sleep, but walking, talking free. Fucking Mexipini, psychiatric key. The way that pressures me. See how you know I'm trapping? Because I'm rapping and I'm flipping these words like a rat. The devil's in the crafting. Or the crapping, so he's thinking my shit with the captain. I'll pop this automatic. Pull up with the stick and blast. Looking at me, pray that my bullets made of plastic. Niggas asking why I fucking rap so spastic. See where I'm from? It's cutthroat, that's an eye for an eye. The rock's at the throne, that's a no-no. We'll make sure that you die. The morning sun only comes for the man who keeps it in his life. I love this gun and aim back for the prism right between his eyes. I've been serving all my life out here when I'm supposed to reside. No Barcelona or fucking Dubai. I've been the king of the trap all my life. I started looking in his eyes when he died. He couldn't look in my face cause of pride. You seem defeated, it's all in your mind. Securing the back just to fuck up the pride. Lot of cash, lot of booze, lot of pills, lot of weed. Gotta smoke, I'm a G, snatch it, grab. Gotta eat, gotta feed. I'm a beat, ain't no time for no beat. Light a fall, light it ski, light it spaz on a beat. Lot of cash, lot of booze, lot of pills, lot of weed. Gotta smoke, I'm a G, snatch it, grab. Gotta eat, gotta feed. I'm a beat, ain't no time for no beat. Light a fall, light it ski, light it spaz on a beat.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD coming at you live and direct. And today we have a very special topic. Oh man, let me get this lens right. There we go. So we're in here. As you can see, we are going to be breaking down another 3 girls, 1 kitchen interview. I think you guys definitely need to understand the mindset of these Tatianas. So I'm going to do a deep breakdown because a lot of the rationale most guys just haven't heard, right? Okay. They don't know how to, attack certain things that they say, and not attack as in, oh, just say, oh, oh, da, da, da. No, we're talking about breaking down and understanding, okay, some of the things that they say, why they say it, and ultimately why they have failed in relationships, okay? So without further ado, we're going to get to it. Guys, make sure when you come in here, you like the stream, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We get into it. All right. Let me just get the banner up here and we ready to get it. So it's time. It's time. We're going to break it down, guys. Don't worry. Do not worry. All right. Let me get this together and boom. Here we go. Let's get it, guys. Also, we are streaming on Twitch as well. So subscribe to my Twitch page, Quarantino Da GAWD. You already know what it is. We're streaming on Twitch. We're streaming live on YouTube, Periscope, all that. Okay. So make sure you tune in there. All right, and let's get after it.
I did porn.
Wait, what?
Olivia. Come
I was like, no way. Anyway, okay, sorry. No
I
jokes.
shot porn.
So they try and make a lighthearted joke about her doing adult film.
For 8 months from 19 years old to on and off twice from 19 to 21 for a total of 8 months. I shot 4 months and then I quit and then I shot another 4 months. So a total.
She did adult films for 8 months, shot 4 months, then quit, then hopped back on the CC. I gotta call cap on this. Honestly, I really gotta call cap because a lot of these chicks, they don't count certain times where, you know, they got filmed doing things and films that didn't come out and, you know, amateur films that they were doing before. So she says she's been doing adult film for 8 months, but honestly, I when they give a time period, I always add a few months onto that. So just make sure you're aware of that.
Total of 8 months. Today's episode is going to be discussing my experience as well as just a general consensus and stuff that you guys were able to find through research and knowing me and knowing other people who have worked in the sex industry.
And just the stigmatism that comes with it. And,
yeah.
So all of these girls, they're looking pretty uncomfortable, pretty awkward talking about this, but they're going to open up soon. This is what you got to understand. All of them are succubus, succubi, if you will. We broke down their Instagrams before. I'm just going to give you guys a refresher, okay? I'm going to give you guys a refresher because it's really important that you guys understand the type of chicks that they are, okay? This is what you got to understand, all right? So we're going to break down each of their Instagrams real quick because it's all about context, baby. It's all about context. So let's see. She has one of them tagged right here. Boom, boom. Okay. And you're gonna see which one is the most wilding, okay? You can tell which one is the most tamed and which one is like pretty out there and, you know, she's been around the block. It's pretty obvious. So let me share the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. So we got Lana Rhoades here. Obviously, we know she was an adult film actress. She's got some pics out there. Honestly, it looks like her boobs got bigger because they look pretty big in that picture. No cap. But you know, she's kind of doing like artistic poses, but we've already seen everything that she has to offer. All right. The next one that you guys have to look at is, here we go. Alexa Adams, okay? I believe she's freakier than Lana Rhoades, to be honest. I believe she's freakier than Lana Rhoades. Just by her Instagram, tooted, suited, booted with the booty. I believe she's freakier than Lana Rhoades. Definitely, okay? Definitely. I'm talking about threesomes. These girls be taking shrooms. I'm talking about all that. I'm talking about trains. I'm talking about 2-on-1s, handicap matches. I believe she is probably more adventurous than Lana Rhoades. She just didn't film all of her shenanigans, okay? And then we got Olivia Davis. She's more tamed, but she's kind of getting out there, you know. But she's more tamed, got a more artistic vibe, whatnot, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, but all of them, let's not get this messed up, are involved in sex work, okay? So that's what you got to understand, that all of them are involved in sex work. I told you, any chick who looks hot, who has over 100K on Instagram, is involved in sex work. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. You can pay for that WAP. Now, for these girls specifically, maybe it's a little more expensive, But overall, that WAP is for sale. Okay. The WAP is for sale. You know what I mean? So anyways, let us continue the video.
But I mean, to me, what's crazy that I had found was that a lot of women that went into the porn industry.
Hold on, let me refresh it because it was at 7:42.
And this is obviously like,
there we go.
A very sensitive topic, you know, but a lot of them had said that 70% of women that went into prostitution or the porn industry had some sort of physical abuse as a child.
Yeah.
And
so 70% of the women who go into adult film have been abused, sexually abused, whatever, physically abused, what. That's what they're claiming. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and debate the statistic. I'm just going to say that does not give them a reason to do it. Okay. A lot of these ladies like to skirt the accountability and say, hey, I was molested, so, you know, it's just natural for me to strip. It's just natural. Like, why would you, if you were taken advantage of, why would you put yourself in more sexually compromising situations? Okay. This is what you guys got to understand. There's so many girls out here who are talking about, oh man, this dude did this dude did that, he stalked me, he did this, and it's like they're still hanging out with these guys. Oh, he was so rude. Let's still chilling with these dudes. Why do you put yourself in a position where you can be compromised?
That's why they resorted to that.
Yo, what's good, MNK Cheater? What's good, my G?
And because they had no other sources of income or weren't able to get a job, and they felt like that was their only way to make an income. So to me, that really, you know, like.
So they weren't able to get a job. Hold on. What did she just say?
To that, and because use as a child.
Yeah.
And that's why they resorted to that. And because they had no other sources of income or weren't able to get a job, and they felt like that was their only way.
They had no other sources of income and weren't able to get a job. No, that's not why adult film people do what they do. It's because, for one, they love having sex. Okay. They have a high sex drive. They want to explore different things sexually. Okay. They want to be a star. They want to be famous, right? It's not about having a job and, oh, she couldn't find a job. Like, bro, it is not hard to find a job, especially as a woman in today's day and age. It's not. You can get any desk job, any waitress job, any hostess job. The jobs are at your disposal. Okay. But it's easier to go into sex work. It's easier to just lay down and get fucked for money. That's what it is. That's literally what it is.
To make an income. So to me, that really, you know, like hurt me inside to know that, because I obviously like struggle, and I've had those thoughts growing up. You know, I went through physical abuse as a child. I was raped. So
y'all heard what she just said?
Hurt me inside to know that, because I obviously like struggle, and I've had those thoughts growing up. You know, I went through physical abuse as a child. I was raped. So
is that it?
I definitely have had those triggers of thinking like, oh, maybe this is my only way to make.
Hold up, bro. I'm just like, because if somebody took the WAP when you was a kid, how could you not have told? Like, wouldn't your parents put the pressure on you to, like, I don't know if they told. I don't know if they told, but it's like in the Black community, there's a no snitching thing. But then there's also, like, in the grape culture, if somebody's taking WAP, girls kind of have a no snitching policy too. I like, you know, this is common where they'll say, oh, they got taken advantage of, but they don't tell nobody. Okay. MNK Cheater says, great actually leads to hypersexuality. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, bro. But at the end of the day, every person makes decisions for themselves. Like I said, I stand on what I'm saying. If you got taken advantage of and you do not want to get taken advantage of again, Why would you put yourself in those situations?
Money, and maybe I should try this out. Maybe I should try escorting. Maybe I should try, seeking arrangements. And I've had those temptations, but I think that sometimes growing up in a proper environment helps you to get out of that. So if you don't,
She said she had those temptations, bruh. I ain't buying it. She did them. She was on seeking arrangements. She was with the sugar daddy. She was on the yacht. She was on the boats. All of that. She was doing it all. On the dating apps. Yes, of course she was.
don't even have a proper environment, that's even scary because then you have no one to give you guidance, to do so.
I've even had just here in LA, when I was like 21-ish, I just was meeting with people for like job interviews or whatever. And I've had guys try to take
Hold on. Why did she put in quotations job interviews?
1-ish. I just was meeting with people for like
Job interviews. So you knew what it was before you even pulled up?
job interviews or whatever. And I've had guys try to take advantage. And I've actually had someone tell me that like, you won't get anywhere in Hollywood or in LA without sleeping with people. I've had like high up business, like men, company owners say that, and they tell girls that. Luckily, like I went home to my boyfriend and I was like, listen to what this guy just said. Obviously wasn't down, but a lot of girls
obviously wasn't down. She said, and whether she slept with that guy, it doesn't matter. Has she slept with somebody to get somewhere in the industry? I just referenced the Instagram. Are you sleeping with people to get up through the industry? Bro, come on. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. They even mentioned certain high profile dates that they've been on. So you're going to tell me that this girl is not sleeping around in Hollywood to elevate her status in the industry? I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, it's not like I'm not even trying to come down on the shorty. It's just like, bro, why are you telling these lies on this podcast? Like you not sleeping around in the industry. Like, bro, we seen the Instagram. We know you on the yachts, you on the boats. We know what you on. You're on demon time. You're on hot girl summertime. Nobody's mad at you. We just like, bro, stop the cap.
actually believe that they won't be somebody or won't be able to be successful without sleeping with people and doing these certain things, because guys or even girls, whoever, people of power manipulate.
And that's where she's wrong. Even girls, whoever, bro, there ain't no female Hollywood executives saying, hey, you got to sleep with me to get in a movie. Like, come on, G. Maybe like one or two, but nobody's really taking her advances serious.
And tell people like you have to do this.
Well, it's great that you had someone to go back to help give you that reassurance that the decision that you made was right. That's kind of the drawback to being young and naive, is that, like Olivia mentioned, a lot of these girls who are getting into the sex industry, whether it be porn or prostitution or even just, posting nudes online and doing OnlyFans.
Posting nudes online and doing OnlyFans. Hold up. Ain't that what y'all doing? Didn't we just show this girl's Instagram? Isn't that what they're doing? So they're teaching about the woes of the adult industry, but they're involved in sex work. Okay. Lana Rhodes has an OnlyFans. Okay. And then so she's selling lingerie on her website and got her friends modeling in it. I'm gonna show you guys. I mean, I don't even mind giving it. It ain't like I got clout anyway. I don't even mind giving her the free clout. It's just like, I'm just like laughing at what they're saying, because this is like, y'all know y'all could have hired some other, or like, this is Olivia. This is all three of them in the lingerie. And I'm not hating, but y'all are doing sex work. Y'all are doing sex work, baby girl. So what are y'all talking about? What? Okay. I gotta get off this. I gotta get off this because Shorty cheeks was straight hanging on that last one. Oh my God. Like, yo, bro, you know what I think this is? Yandy.com. You know what I think this is? No cap. I think you could slick order these bitches off this website. Like, I ain't even gonna cap. I think you can literally order these bitches off this website. No cap. Like, no, like everything, bro. Oh, they got categories? Yo, these bitches got like. Let's keep it moving.
And is that, like she mentioned, they come from homes that are not necessarily broken, but just don't have guidance, or there's abuse going on, or there's chaos inside of the home. I know for me,
see, they're talking about all these girls who, oh, they went through something and the bro. What about all the girls in sex or in the adult film industry that are loving this lifestyle, that are selling the WAP for $2,500 a pop, getting flued out? Y'all aren't like, they're talking about the dark side of the. Come on, G.
a lot of people always ask me, oh, you did porn, you must have been raped growing up, or you must have had sexual abuse. It wasn't like that at all for me personally. I don't know if this is what caused it, but I've shared this before on the podcast that growing up, my parents were divorced. My sister has severe schizophrenia. And I think where I first started idealizing.
Bro, look at her try and blame her sister's schizophrenia on her wanting to get fucked by two niggas at the same time. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Like, who blames their sister for their sexual preference? Like, nobody goes out and says, well, you know, I would like to have a threesome with two women because, you know, my brother, he's autistic and you know, and my sister has Asperger's, and it just kind of just made me want to get my dick. I want to get the double dick suck now. I need the double dick suck now.
Porn stars and girls like Anna Nicole Smith and Playboy was when my sister was going through her schizophrenic episodes. There was her cutting herself in front of me. One time I came home from school and she had hung herself, and I had to cut her down from our swing set when I was in elementary school. And
although these events are traumatic, although these events are concerning, it doesn't correlate to you wanting to sell the WAP. It just does not correlate to her wanting to sell the WAP. I mean, I don't understand the correlation. I really don't. It makes no sense.
I remember going through those experiences, and one time I found...
Guys, make sure you follow me on Twitch. I'm going to put the link in the description.
Online, the girls next door of Playboy, and I just was like, wow, their life looks so amazing. And
Just
you
simple.
can just hit up like this old man
She said, it's simple.
and he'll fly you out to LA. I could get away from all of this and my life would be so incredible like theirs. They have all this cute clothes. They're beautiful. And so I remember just wanting to escape from the situation that I had going on at home. And I would just hide in a closet or in my room and watch that and just fantasize about being 18 and going and doing that. But
bro, she's explaining. She's literally just saying she wanted to get fucked by multiple dudes in the longest way possible.
Danger, and it is, of the sex industry and porn being glamorized, that young girls like me are going to see all the positives and they're not going to see the negatives. And this is where it really shows how naive I was, because
she was naive, but she signed every contract, did it for 8 months. She wanted the fame. Literally, Lana Rhoades is a blue check mark. If she did not do adult films, there's no way that she would have 16.3 million followers on Instagram. There's no way. There's no way. If she did not fuck on camera, she wouldn't have her following. Point blank. She knew what it was when she got up in there. She liked getting fucked. And now she's trying to twist it. Oh, the adult industry. Nobody told you to go and do that. You wanted to escape your life. You already said that.
When I first got into porn, I had no idea that I was going to have to suck dick or have sex, which sounds...
What? Oh, hold up. Hold the phone. You heard? Hold on. Did y'all hear what she just said? Yo, Shorty just straight lied to every fuck. How many motherfucking views does this shit have? This shit has 1 million views. And Shorty just straight lied to 1 million people. She said, I didn't know I was going to have to suck dick. I don't know if you guys have seen her videos. She looked pretty happy sucking those dicks. I'm not going to lie. She looked like she was fucking enjoying herself sucking those dicks. Facts. Matter of fact, let me look up some of her videos right now. I'm not going to show it on the screen. But Shorty was active. Shorty looked like she was sucking. Like Shorty wanted every bit of that. She wanted every bit. Yo, Shorty, yo, there's a video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 dicks in this picture, in the thumbnail, bruh. 5 dicks in the thumbnail. And she didn't know she was going to have to suck dick and fuck. And when you did lesbian sex, did you know you were going to have to scissor the whores? I'm flabbergasted that she said that. Hold on, run it back.
I had no idea that I was, because when I first got into porn, I had no idea that I was going to have to suck dick or have sex, which sounds so weird because you know that you're going to suck dick or have sex, but it didn't register, it didn't process.
My nigga, I'm looking at a thumbnail on the hub of her with 5 dicks. Her getting fucked. All that.
I really didn't think about the acts that I was going to have to do to become a porn
you didn't think
star.
of consequences either, because you just thought of the glamour of it, like you said.
Yeah, it was all...
Did you hear what that bitch just said? Oh, you don't think of consequences either because you just thought of the glamour? Like, what?
glamorized in my head. It was all...
This bitch knew she wanted to get fucked. She was a hot, fast-ass little girl. And it is what it is. You can't explain the shit away and you can't delete your history. The hub not taking that shit down. Your shit is all over the internet, baby. Like, you got multiple pages. I mean, it's going up to 57 pages. They got Lana Rhodes and Lena the Plug trying on jeans. They selling this bitch for $3.99 like my dog. I ain't gonna lie, Adam 22 is down bad too. My nigga, this nigga's girl is all on the internet, butt naked. I mean, my nigga, what the fuck? These hoes is literally trying on bras, butt naked. Bro. Yo, my nigga, Shorty is ODing right now. This podcast is straight cap.
all, oh, I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that, but it was never...
Yo, shout out to my nigga M&K Cheater. He says, I think the glamour was on her face.
I have to do this to get there. And I think it's hard for the young mind to see that. And then there's also the issue of being young and naive and not knowing how to say no in certain situations. And luckily,
not wanting to say no. There's a difference between not knowing how to say no. Bitches say no all the time. You hit a bitch up, hey, you trying to chill today? No, I gotta work and study. Damn. You hit a bitch up, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come through. You want to Netflix and chill? No, I gotta study. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Damn. Yo, I had you on a date. Oh no, I got a boyfriend. Yo, when did these bitches stop learning how to say no? Like, dog, I'm just like, what? Y'all don't know how to say no? Bitch, y'all say no to niggas all the time. Niggas DM, I bet her DMs are filled. She's saying no by not even replying to these niggas. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Young and naive and not knowing how to say no in certain situations. And luckily you, speaking back on your experiences, you clearly were raised right, or, you know, had the confidence to say no, and you had someone to
Bitch, apparently you was raised right too.
go back on to help reassure you that you made the right decisions.
Yeah, because as well as you, I grew up watching Girls Next Door. I love Playboy. Growing up my whole life, I was like, I want to be a Playboy model. I want to do this. I was obsessed with it, just like you. I was in Indiana and sitting there bored, nothing going on, and I would watch these hot girls on TV, like the blonde, beautiful, the mansion, a pool, party, whatever they wanted. Yeah. And I was so obsessed. That's all I said to everyone every day. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be in Playboy.
And is that not what you're doing? So these women are trying to act like they're not doing sex work. Let's just go. I'm sorry I got to do this to interrupt the program. This is Alexa's Instagram. Shorty's not doing sex work? Bro, you cannot tell me that I can't hit this bitch up. If I'm a blue check mark, you can't tell me that I cannot hit her up with a 5 stack, maybe a 7,500 stack, and say, yo, what's popping? You can't tell me, bro. You can't tell me. If I'm a blue check mark and I'm spending 7,500 on the pussy, you can't tell me that shit ain't going down. And then she got kids on the booty. Come on, G. I gotta stop. Bruh. What? Hold on. What did she just say?
But the older that I got, and my dad actually lived in Vegas, and we would travel out here, and I got more experience like in their life and in their world, and I got to see how it was. Yeah. So luckily for me, I did get to see kind of like both sides in a way that kept me from, before I turned 18, I was like, I actually don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. And what deterred you from those situations where you wanted to get a modeling job and it was told to you, oh, if you sleep with someone or you do this sexual act, you'll be more likely to obtain it? What deterred you from giving into those situations?
Her ability to say no, just like every human being has, especially in this country.
I don't know if it was one specific thing. I think I just knew it was wrong. Because my mom always would tell me, like, your body is for you. Like, don't let someone try to
your body is for you. We just seen her Instagram. We seen her body is for everybody.
Convince you that you have to do specific things unless it's what you want to do. If someone has to tell you, oh, you have to sleep with me if you want this, my mom would always, remind me that I do not have to do those things.
Well, at least her mom instilled some wisdom into her. Is she following that same creed and that same mantra? I highly doubt it.
Yeah. So that's kind of it. And obviously my dad was the same boat.
Did your mom ever have any background in like the sex?
Guys, let's get lit in the chat, man. Like the stream, share the stream, guys. Come on. I don't want to have to stop it. But y'all already know how it is.
Industry, or anything like that, or like experience, because it seems, like she must have had some sort of experience going through something growing up that she would instill that in you as like a young girl.
I mean, she obviously hasn't opened up to me fully like that, but I do know she did do modeling at a young age. And
so her mom did modeling at a young age, and it was a little more conservative back then, but I guarantee the casting couch was going crazy back when her mom probably did modeling like in the 60s or the 70s.
had those pressures that you were speaking of?
Moved to Vegas in California and lived in Hollywood with my dad. He was a professional boxer, and when they were together, it was like the highlight of his career. He was world champion. And so she was around these celebrities and around that lifestyle. So luckily she was married and had my dad, but I think
so she was around celebrities and had that lifestyle. She was around celebrities and had that lifestyle, but luckily she was married to my dad. Oh, luckily she was married to my dad. There's no way that she was unfaithful to my dad, right?
she got to see how women were treated and how girls were treated and wanted to keep me away from it.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be why.
An interesting statistic that Alexa shared with me this morning. Do you want to tell them? Because I know you did the research, so I don't want to take your...
No, so I was researching because someone actually brought to my attention that a lot of porn stars die from like drug overdose, accidental or on purpose, suicide, whatnot. So I'm like, I wonder what the average like life expectancy, what is it? Yeah,
life expectancy
of.
Yo, are these bit like? Is she serious? She got to ask what life expectancy is.
Porn star is, and it's actually 37 years old, and that's like on average. Obviously, a lot of them, if you look, die in their early 20s.
Yeah.
The average, like, hold on. Okay, this one, like the 70% of adult film actresses been, taken advantage of. I could get behind that. I could see that. The average age for come on, G. I gotta look that one up. The average life expectancy for an adult film actress. Yo, there's no way. Hold on. There's no. She said, how old? 37?
Yeah.
And that's like on average. Obviously, a lot of them, if you look, die in their early 20s.
Yeah.
And then a normal person would live to be about 78 years old. So that just gives you an idea. It's like a 40-year gap.
You have to think, why is the
average so this is straight off of Google. They say, I'm not sure these numbers are trustworthy right after this. Like, come on, G. I've never seen a source that says these numbers aren't trustworthy. Like, look, it literally says Daniel R. Jennings, as a reference, calculated the average life expectancy of a adult performer as being 36 years old, as compared to that of an American at 78.6 years. But I'm not sure these numbers are accurate. Yo, what? What study ever is just, I'm not sure that our own study is accurate. There's no way this is an actual study, by the way. There's no way. But anyways, I guess let me see. This is what he put together. This danielsjennings.org. Okay, so he got these adult actresses or actors. And that's definitely not all the adult film actresses. I mean, this stat is just straight BS. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Look at how many adult film actresses he has on here. And this is from, let's see. He said he's got it from 1990 to 2009. Bro, there's been way more adult film stars, whatever, than what they're listing here. Look, the cause of death: 1 suicide, 1 AIDS, 1 motorcycle accident, 1 another AIDS, murdered by brother, suicide by hanging, cancer, AIDS, drug overdose, AIDS. These adult film stars, and I swear they do this all the time. Well, why wouldn't you want your girlfriend to be a porn star? She gets tested all the time. She's gonna be the cleanest. She's gonna be this man literally is listing the cause of death for a good amount of these adult film actors as AIDS, and this is in the 90s. But let's see how drug overdose and HIV positive. So it looks like a lot of these people are killing themselves because they have AIDS. You know, cancer, AIDS complications. Went off the road while traveling at 100 miles per hour and fell into a 150-foot ravine. Yeah, that's suicide. Suicide by hanging, suicide by self-inflicted. So these aren't all the adult film actresses, but it is interesting, okay? This compilation that he did put together is interesting, okay? Liver problems, AIDS, suicide by drug overdose. So let's see, heroin overdose, suicide by inflicting. He's not really putting any straight up natural causes, natural deaths in these reasons for death. Prescription drugs, suicide by overdose, psoriasis, livers or AIDS, murder after shooting an adult. Like, bro, come on, G. Come on, G. That study is straight bullshit. That study is straight bullshit. So is the study of, being an adult film actress is safe. Like, you can't contract STDs because you're getting tested all the time. That's bullshit, too. It's just a bullshit industry. That's what it is.
Someone who was in the sex industry or shot pornography, 37 versus, what did you say, 78?
So they're going off of this bullshit statistic that they looked up from this DanielJennings.org bullshit, which honestly, no disrespect, but it's like they're going with the religious route. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked, for whatever a man sows, that he shall also reap. The Bible tells a story. So they're going the religious route. They're picking and choosing which adult film actresses died in a weird cause of death. And they're adding this to this little study that they did. And then they rounded the numbers of those things. This is not an accurate depiction of the life expectancy of an adult film actress. And I'm not even trying to defend, the life expectancy is much longer when you're an adult, so that's why you should do it. No, I'm not even trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, bro, they just pull up bullshit statistics and go off on a tangent about it. So let's listen to what they got to say.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. That's a
Yeah.
huge jump. What do you think causes that? I definitely think a lot of these deaths are probably drug related, like you
Yes.
mentioned, or suicide.
I think even like sex trafficking, like I think that's an issue. I mean, with
homicide.
any countries that or any country that's legalized prostitution, the sex trafficking rates are way higher, which I feel like that's common sense, but it's also very sad, and I think just aggression.
And what she's speaking about, a lot of these countries, they don't legalize prostitution both ways, okay? They don't legalize it both ways. They only make it legal for the woman to sell the pussy. They don't make it, and then they make it illegal for the man to purchase said pussy.
And abuse that comes with being in the porn industry that women go through, it's a lot of trauma for them. So as you had mentioned, I think turning to drug use and overdosing, feeling extremely depressed and not wanting to continue like the life because you just.
And this is why women cannot indiscriminately have sex. They're literally saying it right here. But I guarantee if a man came in there and said, yeah, that's why women can't just have, sex with all these different people and this, that, and third, because it fucks with them emotionally. They will argue you that to the death. Well, why can men do it and women can? I didn't make the fucking rules, bitch. I'm just reporting them.
Just don't know how to get out of it. And I think that's also very scary. And I'm sure you probably have been in those situations with a manager that you've had or an agent where you felt trapped and you couldn't get out of doing something you'd no longer want to do because you're finally capable enough of knowing that I don't like what I'm doing to my body, or I don't feel stable mentally, physically, like this is not glamour. Like I want to do something else, and you don't know how to escape. So a lot of girls fear that. So,
well, that's why I wanted to do this podcast today, and why I try to share my experiences, even though it's extremely difficult for me, because I do have girls who are still in the industry reach out and say, wow, you're an inspiration to me. You know, you are right where I am now. You don't have to do any of this to make money anymore. You support yourself, like you're doing great. So I think it's important.
Bro, she don't have to do any of this to make money, bro. Yes, the fuck she is. Only thing is she's just dating now. What she's doing instead of being in films and stuff like that, all she's doing is just fucking dudes in the industry without a camera, which she was doing before. Now she's just fucking around with celebrities. That's literally all she's doing now. Like, she switched up her trap from you know, fucking on camera for money to just fucking celebrities.
For us to share this story to help, like you said, people who are still suffering, and also to help deter girls who are thinking about possibly putting themselves in that situation. One of the downfalls of the industry, as you mentioned, is agents, your manager. I've had quite a few bad experiences with agents and managers. Just, they're supposed to work for you and they tell you that they work for you, but a lot of the pressures in the industry and the manipulation comes directly from the agents. I remember,
well, obviously, because if there's a higher ticket film and the agent is getting a cut, he's going to persuade you to do that film because you're paying his bills. So yes, he does work for you and he's getting you the gigs that will pay. The thing is, the gigs that will pay are more extreme.
I remember being flown out to LA for the first time, and
so she got flued out.
As soon as I came, it was almost like instant. Now that I'm thinking about it with a mature mind and being an adult woman, I feel like I was being groomed from the minute that I landed in LA. They ask you before you join the industry, what are you comfortable doing? And you check off a little list for your agent. Like, are you comfortable with blowjobs? Are you comfortable with boy girl? Do you just want to do girl girl? Will you do DPs? Will you do gangbangs? And so I remember
and she checked them all off. Dude, literally, I got the Pornhub tab open. I typed in her name. She's done it all. She's done it all. I mean, there's not one thing that she didn't do. I told you, 5 dicks right here. BBC, 2 BBCs, lesbian, bra try-ons. She's literally done it all.
Marking off. The first time I only marked off that I wanted to do girl girl. The initial agent who I signed with wouldn't sign me if I was only doing girl girl. So I was basically...
That's not manipulation. That's business. Look what Olivia said.
Agent who I signed with wouldn't sign me if I was only doing girl girl. So I was...
That is not manipulation. That is business. If you're only doing girl girl, hell no, I'm not going to sign you because that ain't going to get the views. That ain't going to pay the bills. Nah, baby, you're going to have to suck some dick. You're going to have to take some dick. You're going to have to get fucked. You're going to have to get shitted on. You're going to have to get pissed on. You're going to have to get thrown up on. That is what you're signing up for. You can't tell me they didn't know that. Talking about, I didn't know I was going to have to suck some dick and fuck. What? I didn't know I was going to have to suck some dick and fucking porn. What? Are you stupid?
Basically forced to do boy girl.
Yeah.
I never checked off the boxes for doing DPs, gangbangs, any of that like drastic stuff. And I told my first agent, I will never do a gangbang. I will never do anal. I will never do any of that.
She'll never do a gangbang. She'll never do anal. Bro, I'm looking at a video right now of her taking it up the ass. I'm looking at a video right now of her getting fucked by 5 niggas. Are you kidding me, dog? I'm watching a video of her neglected Lana Rhodes gets fucked by an intruder. That's grape fantasy. That's great fantasy. The fuck is these hoes talking about, G? I'm really trying to figure it out.
And somehow, lo and behold, I end up doing all of it. Because from the minute that I stepped off that plane and started talking to this man, he would say things like, oh, all the good sluts do gangbangs for cheap. The good sluts get fucked for $500. And they would really glamorize doing more for less money because that's what worked for them.
So is that what you did?
So basically, in the porn industry, the agents don't care about the girls to a certain extent. They only care about pleasing the producers and the film companies, because then the film companies,
Because that's who pays their bills, of course.
hire the girls from that specific agent more than the other ones. And that's what they care about, is having a good relationship with the production companies, the producers. So if the agent can get you to work for extremely cheap and do extreme acts, they're going to push you to do that. And these are 40, 50, 60-year-old men who have been working in this industry for 20 to 30 years. They know how to manipulate and twist up a young 18, 19, 20-year-old girl's mind to get her to.
So this is the, older men are predatory on younger women, da-da-da-da-da. For one, we all know that younger women look for older men, look for stability in older men. We all know that when she got on to that porn set, her pussy was wet as fuck. And that pussy talk. Just like Doja Cat said, let that pussy talk. Yeah, she let that pussy talk.
Do these things. And I've often said that the agents need to be completely eliminated if that industry is going to exist.
Well, that's what they got OnlyFans for.
Because that's where I feel that I was pressured and put into situations that I didn't want to be in. I also have to say, and just take full responsibility here, I technically, in the situations that I'll talk about later in this episode, I never claim rape. I never claim any of that because I technically never said no. Being young me.
Technically never said no. Bro, how are you going to get graped on a porn set? Dog, I'm looking at hundreds of videos of her getting smashed in different scenarios. They got schoolgirls. They got her serving breakfast to a nigga. What are some other titles? Shorty takes it up the ass in a threesome. Bribed and smashed. What's another title? Hot brunette stepsister. So she's doing stepsister. Bro, there's a video of her eating a black man's ass. Bro, there's her. There's a video of her eating. I'm talking about tongue in the booty. Dog. Shorty did it all. She did it all.
I felt like I wanted to please everyone. I felt like I wanted to make my agent happy. They told me I was going to be so good. I was going to
so you was a good little slut. That's what you signed up for.
So great. I wanted to make the producers happy. I wanted to make the fans happy. I could be dying inside doing something.
My nigga DT in the chat, he says her son is finished. LOL. Yeah.
But I would have a smile on my face and say, thank you for the work, everyone. Like, I never said no. So no one is to blame for my experiences. I can't say that. And
okay.
I'm not
well, she took some accountability. We applaud that.
saying that. I never said no. So,
I mean, there's also another thing too, is there are girls out there that want to do these things. So like how you were okay with just say you want to do girl and girl, they should have allowed that, or you should have been allowed to just do girl and girl and not felt pressured or pushed, because there's girls out there that like to do gangbangs. They want to do those things. So why did
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I guarantee that they've done like foursome situations where it's one guy, three of them, three girls, one kitchen. I guarantee
they have to manipulate and take a girl and make her feel like she has to do things that she doesn't want to do. So like you said, maybe get rid of agents or get rid of whoever and let the girls decide on their own what they want to do, because there will be girls that like to do these things. You know, not everyone would be miserable doing it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
the problem is these girls don't have a business mind. Like we just said, she said, oh, well, I just want to do lesbian sex. Okay, well, you're not going to make that money. If Lana Rose only did lesbian sex, she would not be who she is today. She is who she is today because she went on a limb and she was like one of the prettier girls who went and got gangbanged by 5 niggas, who went and you know, ate 2 black men's ass. Like she was on that. She was like, she was on demon time. Okay. She was on demon time. She was a hot girl summer. You know what I mean? She was on it. Okay. So this is what you guys got to understand, bro. Guys, make sure you like the stream, share the stream.
Let them decide and choose.
And I think that's just the whole thing, is like the dark side of pornography is that it isn't glamour, that it's, you know, it has the wrong people working for the industry because they, like she had mentioned, like they don't care about their clients or like their.
It's the devil's industry. What do you expect? When you make a deal with the devil, you don't get your pin back.
You know, their models, they only care about like what's
their
income and their
yeah.
relationship. Yeah. So, you know, pornography can shift sexual interests, relationships, and behaviors. And that's really scary because aggression is a huge thing in pornography. And, you know, I support anyone that's a sex worker. I have nothing against.
So here they go, supporting sex work, because why? They don't want their shit to get called out. This is why women do this. Oh, I mean, I support it, but we're going to talk, you know, we're going to talk about the negatives about it. The reason why women do this is because they know that, let me show you guys. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. They know for a fact, okay, that, look, they know that they don't want to get judged for their whole shit. She don't want to get judged for her whole shit. Look, Alexa is flued out central. Shorty is flued out. She getting flued out. You can't tell me she's not getting flued out. Okay? She's tough. Flued out central. Okay? So they don't want to get judged for their little hoe shit. So that's why they have to say, oh, I support sex work. I mean, everybody who does it, I don't want to judge my friend. Da, 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 da. Because their friend is a sex worker. That's why they say that. That's why they do these things, bro. That's literally why they do it, okay? So she has to support her friends and say, oh, well, I support sex work. I mean, I'm not judging anybody who does it, but it's icky and nasty. Like, bruh, she's just trying to save face because she doesn't want her whole shit to get exposed. I just showed you their Instagrams. They're all thoughting it up.
Shift sexual interests, relationships, and behaviors. And that's really scary because aggression is a huge thing in pornography. And, you know, I support anyone that's a sex worker. I have nothing against them, but I don't I'm very strongly against it because I believe that people that work for the industry should be, you know, they should just be like what's the term that I'm looking for? They should pick out more proper people to work for it, if that makes sense. Like someone who's really gonna take care of someone, because it is a very serious industry. It can really mess you up mentally, physically. So, you know, I know we're gonna discuss ethical porn. I think that's something that's really
ethical porn. Dog. She did not just say ethical porn. Sorry, baby girl, but nobody wants their porn to be vanilla. Okay, and y'all already know, like we supporting no fap over here, and that's why I'm doing this video to break down that these girls don't even know why they doing the shit that they doing, and they don't even know what effect it has on these other people. What about all the guys that you're turning into sex addicts because they like your material? Okay, what about all these guys? All right, so it's more victims than her than just the actress. Okay. But what she's trying to say is we need ethical porn. We need ethical adult film. We need to do it. That's just like saying we need Christian porn. What, bitch? Shorty just asked for Christian porn, dog.
Mentally, physically. So, you know, I know we're going to discuss ethical porn. I think that's something that's really important and that they're trying to instill in schools for younger boys, because, you know,
what the fuck did she just say? She just said that she is for instilling ethical porn into young boys. Young boys should know what the fuck porn is. She just said she wants to instill ethical porn into young boys' mindset. Yo, what the fuck is these bitches on, my G? Nah, cause I'm dead serious. Like, yo, what the fuck is these? Shorty says she wants to instill ethical porn into young boys.
It's really important, and that they're trying to instill in schools for younger boys because, you know, males do show more aggression towards females. And there was a study that was done saying that 80% of scenes did show more aggression by the male, like throughout the porn stores.
Bruh. 80% of the scenes showed more aggression. Sex for men is about relieving stress, relieving aggressive. Of course, it's going to be aggressive. Of course. Of course, it's going to be aggressive. Do you like getting Olivia? Look, keep it a buck. If you watch this video, look me in my eyes. Can you seriously say I like getting fucked soft, and I like when a guy pets my head, and I like when he, you know, fingers me too long and eats the pussy and, you know, does some old other stupid shit? You know what I mean? Or what would you rather have him break your back out? Where do you even think the term break your back out came from? Ethical porn?
Did show more aggression by the male, like throughout the porn stores, the videos that they release, which is insane, you know?
But even right now, sorry, it's like a thing on TikTok. If you see like being strangled, but to an extent, like
these hoes are on TikTok too much, and I'm TikTok famous, and I ain't even on TikTok that much.
Like whenever girls are posting like, oh, I love to be choked, I love to be strangled, like we like it in a playful manner. Like you can do these things and it not be aggression. Like
I like to be choked, I like to be strangled. Well, there it is. She just said it. She just said it. I like to be choked. I like to be strangled. She just said it right there. Shorty just said it right there. What's the problem? Guys, I got my TikTok up as well. I said I might as well go live on TikTok. Guys, make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. I'm going to change the color in this bitch, change the vibe a little bit. But make sure you guys are showing some love, man. Like the stream, share the stream. Let's get it.
Aggressive and, you know, we're passing out.
Yeah.
But so there's a way to do like, you know, certain things and not.
Yeah. There's when it comes
Yo,
to
Shorty just said she like getting choked and hold on, what?
And, you know, we're passing out.
Yeah.
But so there's I love to be choked, I love to be strangled. Like we like it in a playful manner. Like you can do these things and it not be aggressive and, you know, we're passing out.
Yeah.
But so there's a way to do like, you know, certain things and not.
Yeah. There's when it comes to
She said look at her face. Look at her face. She felt so awkward saying that because she didn't even believe that. The fact of the matter is these chicks want to get choked till they pass out. Let's keep it a buck out here. Any nigga that's fucking bitches right now, we know they want to get choked till they pass out. Run that shit back.
To do
look at her face. She doesn't even believe what she's saying.
Certain things and not.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I mean, she put the double chin up.
In a playful manner. Like you can do these things and it not be aggressive and
there's
hold on, run it back.
About like being pressured is more hard.
Hold on, I gotta run it back. My bad,
so
I lost the place.
There's a way to
Here we
do like, you know, certain things and not.
Look at her face. She's like, she don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Yo, these shorties don't. Hey guys, if you on TikTok, man, make sure you check me out on Instagram. Make sure you check me out on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. If you want to check that out, it's in the bio.
Yeah, there's when it comes to that. So what I was talking about, like being pressured to do like more and more things, more hardcore things. So there's two different main genres of porn. There's gonzo porn, which is the aggressive porn that you guys are talking about. It's the rough anal sex. It's the choking. And I'll go more into that. And
so she's finna break down the two different categories of adult film.
And there's vanilla porn.
She said gonzo adult film and vanilla adult film.
which is what Olivia is talking about as ethical porn.
Ethical porn. What? There's no such thing as fucking ethical porn.
Is what I think you would consider.
Yeah.
It's just like classic, like missionary, like just like basically like artsy sex.
I was gonna say, wait, I'm kind of laughing the inside because I've had someone call me vanilla before.
I mean, I love vanilla.
Like, why are you
I
so
like
vanilla? I'm
vanilla.
like, what do you mean?
It makes me kind of hungry, but I've never even heard of the term gonzo, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So gonzo is
That's what she likes. Gonzo adult film.
the first level of it, I would say, would be just, it's just like there's no like artistic vision to it. It's just like
Yeah.
rough, hardcore sex.
Yeah.
And that could be vaginal penetration. The next level up would be anal penetration in a gonzo style. And then there's a level far more than that. And I would say that during my time in porn, I'm not sure what is like the hype right now in porn. It goes through like different phases. But during my short stint in porn, the really extreme acts were what was popular. And that's why being the number one performer in the industry at the time.
She was literally the number one performer in the industry. And now she's upset that she got the clout that she asked for. She was the number one performer in the industry, and now she's upset going after the industry that she got clout from. Bitch, you wouldn't be where you're at right now if you did not do gonzo porn.
Everyone wanted to make money off me, so they pushed me to do these things. And it just gets really...
Because you was the GOAT. You was the GOAT. You was the GOAT. Okay? I'll give it up to her. She was the GOAT. She was doing everything.
really extreme, like you were saying, abusive.
Did you ever go through those experiences where you had to do a scene where it was very aggressive and you just felt like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail. Like, honestly, some of my experiences are really humiliating for me.
You mean the one where you ate that black dude's ass? Is that the one you're talking about? That humiliating experience where you ate a nigga's ass? Like, I'm talking, dog, if you go to the hub right now, bruh, and look at the videos that Shorty has, I mean, bro, she's getting papped out by two niggas, sucking both of their joints, clean off, sucking the meat off they shit. Then she's eating these niggas' ass, bro. This bitch is different.
And I wish that they never happened. There's stuff going on, like people getting pissed.
Yo, if you just joined the conversation, we talking about Lana Rhoades on my YouTube channel. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel. Also share this TikTok stream, guys. You already know what it is. If you just joined the conversation, we're on YouTube with it, breaking down this 3 Girls, 1 Kitchen episode. So make sure you tune in there.
On men are pissing inside of women's vaginas, assholes,
Woo!
down their throats.
Now that's disgusting. She is talking about some grimy shit. She talking about that R. Kelly Trey Songz pressure, getting urinated on in her, you know, her vag and in her booty hole and in her mouth. Oh God, it's unspeakable.
They're
My man, Wiz G said the things porn stars do with their mouths and simps still be kissing them. Yeah, her last boyfriend is a bitch, bro. Keep it a buck. I mean, honestly, I ain't even gonna do that because homie really did hold it down, and he was slanging dick like a real player. I ain't even gonna do him like that, but it's just like, bro, honestly, I see why he put him under the arm, but there's no way that I'm kissing Shorty, bro. I'm looking at a thumbnail where she's licking another man's ass. There's no fucking way I'm putting my mouth nowhere near that. I'll fuck the bitch. I'll get some head from the bitch, no doubt. But there's no way I'm kissing this hoe. Nah, we talking about Lana Rhoades, bro. Check out my YouTube.
down their throats. They're
Uh-oh, here she goes. She crying. She crying. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Shorty fine as fuck. Shorty's tough. She's tough. But it doesn't matter. She's done for. She's done for, my nigga. Like, it's like It's like having a Louis V purse that you just left on the street and the shit getting stomped out. Homeless niggas done stuff food in that bitch, all that shit.
It's there.
Here we go.
Sorry.
Oh, don't cry.
Oh,
Don't cry. Don't cry, bitch.
told myself it was negative.
Now I'm crying. I'm like,
Oh
God,
my
damn it.
God. We're all gonna
No,
cry.
don't cry.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
giving some examples. But
No, that's honestly, that's really hard. And
What really broke her down was her speaking about getting urinated on. Urinated in the vag, urinated in the booty hole, urinated in the mouth. She was doing all that. Let's run it back one more time. There's even some videos where she was crying in her films, but like she was playing the shit up. Like she was crying in the films, but she's like playing it up, bro. Like she's happy but crying. You know what I'm saying? Like they done fuck this bitch to tears. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
oh, don't cry.
told myself it was negative.
Now I'm crying. I'm like, God damn it. No, don't cry.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
giving some examples. But
No,
Give
that's
some
honestly,
examples.
that's really hard. And I think, like I had mentioned earlier, it's just so important for young men to stop viewing women as sex objects because
So look at these hoes, they're blaming the men. And this is the shit I can't make up. These bitches is blaming the niggas. Did you hear the shit that this bitch just said? That's why it's so important for the young men to stop looking at women as sex objects. Bitch, what the fuck? You the one on there? It wasn't us. We weren't the ones on the hub, busting it wide open, eating another nigga's ass. That was you, bitch. What the fuck is she talking about? Dog. Yo. Are y'all hearing this shit? Did y'all hear what Shorty said? This is how delusional they are, bro. Literally out of their fucking minds, bro. Shorty just blamed the men for women objectifying themselves. Shorty blamed the men for women objectifying. Ain't nobody tell you to go do that shit. Nobody told you to let these niggas piss in your holes. That was you. That was you by your damn self.
important for young men to stop. See,
What
that's
the
really
fuck
hard.
did she
And
just
I
say?
think, like I had mentioned earlier, it's just so important for young men
This is the ethical porn bitch. What?
to stop viewing women as sex objects because I believe that, instilling that curriculum in school at a younger age. And they had actually said there's a fact that says that the more a young person had learned about the use of pornography from their school education or sex education is less likely to see women as sex objects. And I feel that's why,
Bruh. So it's the men's fault. It's the men's fault that women are drawn to the sex industry. It's the men's fault, right? Right? It's the men's fault that we got Instagram bitches flying overseas to get, speculative surgeries from doctors who don't speak a lick of fucking English, risking their goddamn lives. It's the men's fault, right? So it's the men's fault that bitches are coming back with botched boob jobs, botched ass shots, different size legs in they booty. It's the men's fault, right? Oh, okay. Oh, so it's the men's fault that y'all busting it wide open on the gram, busting it wide open on the TikTok, busting it wide open on every social media app you can get your hands on. Oh, it's the men's fault. Oh, okay.
I feel so passionate about the porn industry because I don't believe that they should be showing those types of scenes because it does view women as just an object and it's not.
Well, tell them hoes stop doing it. If niggas didn't, if the porn industry did not have bitches who wanted the fame, who wanted 16 million followers like Lana Rhodes, who wanted, let's see what Alexa Adams got, 498, almost 500,000 followers, who wanted, let's get to Olivia's following, 388,000 followers. If there were not hoes who wanted that glamour, who wanted that fame, who wanted that clout from fucking on camera, the porn industry would be dead. If women didn't objectify themselves, there wouldn't be men who could objectify them. But what they do is they put their shit out there. They get the OnlyFans. They have the Instagram. They go on the hub. They do the Patreons. They do the sexual explicit content. And then they blame men for objectifying them. You are supplying a drug, and that drug is sex. You are the dope dealer, baby.
Not okay to do that. Like, I enjoy watching porn. Like, girl, like I but like I
Do you watch Lana too? Do you watch your best friend get fucked? Did you watch that video of her eating ass and then taking it up the ass? Did you?
Okay to do that. Like, I enjoy watching porn. Like, girl, like I but like I want to watch ethical porn. I want it to be normalized, and
She want to watch ethical porn. I guarantee if we look through her search history, that shit ain't ethical.
I want it to be taught to where it shouldn't be to where a woman is being abused and is, like the male is showing aggression, because that actually is going to
The male is showing aggression. Bro, sex is aggressive. What did Cardi B say? Do we need to bring up the lyrics to WAP? Do we need to bring up the lyrics to WAP? Do we need to bring up the lyrics to WAP? Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Bro, I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. She said, slap my ass, pull my hair.
translate into his relationships with women in the future, his wife. Like, it's actually statistically proven that it's going to show aggression in a marriage and a relationship. And that's, I mean, how is that healthy? Like, that's not healthy at all.
Well, a lot of it is like young boys don't understand, and they think that this is
Young boys don't understand. Bitch, y'all the grown hoes. Alexa, you have content on Instagram that niggas is fucking jerking off to. You're selling sex on Instagram. What the fuck is you talking about, bitch? You have no place in this conversation. Like, these hoes are straight hypocrites. Let's do ethical porn. Let's do that. Bruh, is getting flued out ethical? Is it? Or am I just
normal, and
off?
that's what girls want. So they've probably never been with a girl before, and they see these horrible things, and they're like, oh, this is how to please a girl. This is what I have to do.
Yeah.
This is what she wants. And then they, do these.
Yo, shout out to my nigga Wiz G. He says, no one goes on the hub trying to watch vanilla. Yeah, it ain't finna happen. Niggas want to see bitches getting dick down, fucked up. They got stepsister shit. Niggas got robbery shit. Niggas got all types of categories on the hub, bro. What are y'all talking about?
These things, and they act certain ways, and they don't realize the effects that they're having on women.
Yeah, well, they do say that serial killer and rapists
Here we go.
are the ones who are consuming these extreme types of porns.
Oh, so serial killers and people who take the WAP, they're the ones who are consuming the extreme porn. Oh, got it. That's why there's 100 million views on your freaking adult film videos, 368,000K. Oh, all of them are serial killers? 969,000K. Where you and French Castell are sucking a nigga's dick and getting fucked by two other niggas. Oh, okay. So all 960,000 of those men who watch those videos. Oh yeah. So all of them are serial killers. 9.6 million views. POV. New look for big dangalang Lana Rose. Oh, so everybody, 9 million. There's 9 million serial killers out here. If it was that easy, baby girl, serial killers wouldn't be able to do what they do. If it was that easy to just, look at these guys' porn history. If he watched double penetration porn with Lana Rhodes licking ass, he's a serial killer. He's a person that takes WAP. Baby, if it was that easy, the FBI would be on the hub all day.
a lot of serial killers, when they've gone through their search history, they're watching like these abusive porn, and there's tons of pornography on their search history.
Yeah, I mean,
and their
I'm not gonna
laptops.
lie. I obviously, like I said, I've watched porn. I do.
Yeah, I
Yo,
mean,
shout out to my nigga Hassan McMillan. He said, I just saw Lana Rhodes getting papped out by 2 dudes. Really, ladies? Big facts. Yo, my nigga Alpha Zoe in the building. My nigga Alpha Zoe is in the building. What's good, my G? What's good, my G? Yeah, see, they done took me off of the talk. They took me off the talk, man. These niggas pussy on TikTok, bro. These niggas pussy on TikTok. Anyways, he said girls are actually attracted to serial killers and psychopathic tendencies. Facts. That's why niggas in jail, y'all remember these prison-based situations? Oh, prison bay. Yeah, this shit is real.
Well, I've stumbled.
There's nothing wrong with watching.
Yeah,
porn.
but I've stumbled upon some videos where I'm not gonna lie, I really questioned why is this even allowed on the internet? Like I felt very like I was just turned off. I was like, shut my laptop. Like I can't
look. Even she's not watching vanilla porn. Even she's not watching ethical porn. She's a damn lie. Yo, she's full of shit, bro. How did you, if you're not looking for I mean, obviously, if you're watching porn, it's going to be some gay shit that come up on the screen, but not in your search history, not going to be on recommended. It's going to be like some bullshit ass ad of a nigga, what is it? Using a fucking fleshlight. It ain't going to be 2 niggas fucking. How the fuck did you get to the screen where you seen some shit that was insane? You're searching, you're browsing, you're looking for that type of shit.
Where I'm not gonna lie, I really questioned why is this even allowed on the internet? Like I felt very like I was just turned off. I was like, shut my laptop. Like I can't even look at this. I was like, I cannot believe that this is okay. Like this is not okay to treat women like this.
Yeah. Well, I know that I got emotional, but I do want to continue giving examples of some of those things just so people know. What were some of the things that you saw that you were like, wow, this is really crazy?
Yeah, I mean, there was one scene where I had seen, obviously the male was having sex with a girl, and
and that's the thing. Alpha Zoe made a great point. All cap. Ask girls what type of spicy stuff they like. It's always vile stuff. Exactly, yo. The people who watch ethical porn are men. Come on, let's keep it a buck. Men are watching way more ethical porn than women. The women who watch porn. Honestly, I don't even think women should be watching porn like that. For what reason? But it's crazy.
She was literally crying because he was being so aggressive. Like, I guess, he was just too big for her. I mean, she was like full blown crying and he was like slapping her. Like, and
that's what the bitch signed up for.
I mean, she was like full blown crying and he was like slapping her. Like, you like that? Like, I was just like, oh my God, how can this, I could not get off to this.
That shit happened to Lana Rhodes too. She finna tell you right now.
I don't know who watches.
Look what she's doing with her tongue. That shit is turning this bitch on. Yo, these are just as disingenuous fuck. Yo, she's getting turned on by listening to that shit. Look at her tongue. Look at Lana Rhodes' tongue, bro.
It's like, oh my God, how can this, I could not get off to this. I don't know who watches this.
Yo, this shit got the bitch pussy so fucking wet. Listen to that shit. Yo, shorty is dripping off that shit. Watch her as she's explaining it, and then her tongue goes, like shorty is licking her lips. Yo, shorty wants that shit so bad. She wants a nigga to slap the fuck out her ass.
Full blown crying, and he was like slapping her. Like, you like that? Like, I was just like,
look at her.
Oh my God, how can this?
Toot it up. Look at that ass poking. Look at her so intently listening. Shorty in the middle. She probably a little more vanilla. She it looks like she's a little uncomfortable. She's a little uncomfortable talking about this, but Lana Rhodes listening intently with like straight face. She's a stone cold dick sucking assassin.
I could not get off to this. I don't know who watches this too.
Some people have that fetish and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and that's why they put it out there because they're like, oh,
look.
I don't know who watches this too.
Look at her fucking tongue, yo. Shorty is straight dripping.
Oh my God, how can this, I could not get off to this. I don't know who watches this too.
Some people have that fetish and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and that's why they put it out there because they're like, oh, somebody will watch it, which is just like, no offense, but like, that's disgusting because obviously she's not okay.
That's disgusting. Okay. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, to me, it really makes me sad because I think of the girl and I think, wow, like I can just see it in her eyes that she did not want to do this scene, but she's doing it because of the reasons of, she needs the money or this is a flexible job for her.
Cap.
And now she was
She
convinced
needs
she
the
was
money.
pressured,
It was a flexible job. What? She needs the money. It was a flexible job. My nigga, McDonald's is a flexible job. You can call off whenever.
she was manipulated into doing this by her agent because he, told her like it's either this way or the highway. Like I can't even imagine how that girl felt having to do something that she clearly does not want to do. Like this is not acting, like she's full blown crying.
Mhm.
There's just no way she's acting and enjoying this. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you better believe she was enjoying it, especially after she got that goddamn check.
No, I've had friends who have been choked out so much that they've actually passed out during a scene. There's really just like crazy stuff going on that damages people's bodies for the rest of their lives.
Mhm.
I luckily don't have any issues, but I've seen scenes shot in Europe where guys are literally punching.
Oh, so now we got to go to Europe. Oh, so now we got to go to Europe to find unethical porn. Now we got to go all the way to Europe to find unethical porn. Look, baby girl, porn is not ethical. It's not. Okay? It's not. So you're talking about, oh, we going to Europe and there's European porn stars who did it. Bro, we ain't talking about Europe. We talking about the United States of America.
To a girl's asshole like this.
So we talking about the United States of America where it's only legal to film porn in like a few places. Like it's only legal to film it in California, Nevada, and Miami. There's only a few places you can really legally film porn and pay the bitches for it. Okay? So you have to go to those specific locations. You knew exactly what you was doing.
I'm like, she's going to have issues for the rest of her life due to this.
Shout out to Hassan McMillan. He says Rose's kid is going to be messed up for life. That's facts.
And is it worth someone making a little bit of money and someone jerking off to it? One of the worst, honestly, I feel like I'm in denial sometimes and I can't accept some of the things that I've done. There is one thing.
You mean like eating a nigga's ass?
That, I tried talking to a therapist about before, something that I had to do for a scene that was really rough for me. Basically, this guy had a bowl and he like gagged me until I threw up into it. And then he like pissed in the bowl. And during the scene, he asked me to drink it.
Woo! I ain't seen that one. Hold on. What'd she say?
This guy had a bowl and he like gagged me until I threw up into it.
So he had a bowl. He gagged her till she threw up in it.
And then he like pissed in the bowl.
And then he pissed in the bowl. He pissed in the bowl. Did y'all hear what I said? This nigga gagged her, so she threw up. Then he pissed in the bowl in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
In the scene, he asked me to drink it.
And she drank that shit.
And I didn't know how to say no. It was one of the most disgusting, foul scenes I ever had to do.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta look that shit up. Hold on. I gotta look that shit up. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, hold the fuck on. Hold on, my G. Oh, gang bang, gang piss. What the fuck? Yo, shorty is getting pissed on, is drinking it. Yo, she was smiling, bro. She's such full of shit, dog. I'm looking at this video right now. This nigga is literally peeing straight in her fucking mouth, bro. My nigga is straight pissing in shorty's mouth and she is like smiling. Golden shower and drinks piss. I'm literally watching shorty get pissed on right now. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Yo, what the fuck is this bitch talking about, G?
And I'm telling a therapist.
Oh, man. Shout out to Alpha Zoe. He says, to be honest, in 5 to 10 years, all of these OnlyFans girls and spicy girls are coming to pull a Me Too. Facts. Hassan McMillan says, these ladies can be side pieces, but that's about it. Alpha Zoe, nobody forced you to do that, shorty. You did it willingly. She got all types of Delta variant COVID. Yo, shorty is drinking piss in the middle of a pandemic, drinking throw up. Oh, man, she is fucking disgusting. And these hoes, I mean, unspeakable things.
This, and they don't even. I didn't know how to say no. It was one of the most.
Run it back.
Basically, this guy had a bowl and he like gagged me until I threw up into it, and then he like pissed in the bowl. And during the scene, he asked me to drink it, and I didn't know how to say no.
Guys, I need all of y'all to look up Lana Rhoades' golden shower. Whatever. I mean, it's a little disturbing, but I need you guys to do it for research purposes so you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It was one of the most disgusting, foul scenes I ever had to do. And I'm telling a therapist this, and they don't even fucking know what to say to me.
Yeah.
No one can relate. Like, no one fucking knows what to say about it.
And so when it obviously, I don't know how like porn is shot. They don't tell you beforehand. Did they tell this guy to do these things, or did he just in his own brain?
This one, my
decide?
agent was actually very pissed about.
Okay.
And again, like, I'm not saying that I was raped.
So her agent had her back. They pissed on her. They did what they did, and her agent had her back. And then she was trying to shit on her agent earlier.
But you were put on the spot.
I told this guy, like, yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
Yeah, Alpha Zoe, we talked about this earlier. She said, how do you not know how to say no? Bitch, you do know how to say no. How about all them niggas in your DMs? You're saying no to millions of niggas every day. How about the nigga who hit you up to chill and you flaked on him? Oh, no, I got work in school. How about, when niggas try to take you out on a date, maybe they approach you in a gym. No, I got a boyfriend. Bitches say no all the time. But when it comes down to porn, oh, I didn't know how to say no. When it comes down to stripping, oh, I didn't know how to say no. When it comes down to getting paid to fuck for 5 bands, oh, I didn't know how to say no. Yeah, I
didn't know how to say no. I just wanted everyone to be happy. So I can't blame anyone.
She wanted everybody to be happy.
The best.
No, she wanted herself to be happy.
My experiences and accept it, which is really hard for me to do.
Yo, my nigga Wiz G says in the video, it didn't even look like she regretted it. Exactly, like, bro. Exactly, like, the video. Yo, there's a video of this bitch drinking piss and vomit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hold on. Yo, exactly what she was talking about. I slick just found the video. Dog.
Sorry, what was your question again?
I mean, no, like, I think you pretty much answered my question. But no, I was just gonna, chime in and say about how you had to do something that you didn't want to do, or you felt pressured. I definitely can relate to that, just even by like working at Hooters. I know, you have worked there. I obviously have a little longer history of that. And, I definitely was a sex object. Like, that's who I was.
Working at Hooters. So all these hoes were selling the pussy. Why are they talking about they're not?
As working at Hooters, clearly I was the complete opposite of that. But, I definitely was pressured into some things that I didn't want to do with men. They had the audacity to ask me to literally go give them a hand job behind the dumpsters. Yeah,
What?
I'm sorry, it's not funny. But
no, it's like.
But did you do it? How were you pressured? A nigga asked for a hand job. If you didn't do it, then how were you pressured?
Comical.
It's comical.
Behind a dumpster.
No, I was really thinking, first off, why not at least the car?
Yes,
like
a dumpster.
Second off, can you imagine you're at a restaurant and you have the audacity to look at your
Sweetie,
waiter?
what do you mean?
I don't give a fuck.
After I finish my chicken tenders, can you go jerk me off behind this dumpster?
Oh my God.
But they would push my limits. Like, they would just kind of like joke around at first, or like, oh,
and they
I'll give
are
you
quite
100.
touchy sometimes too. No.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, I'll give you $100 if you take off your panties for me. And, you know, I was vulnerable. I was young. I was like, oh, like, no harm. Like, okay, like, he just wants my panties. Like, heck yeah, $100.
Yo, he gave a bitch, or she gave a nigga her panties for $100.
Like,
But
that's
then they're gonna
my
keep.
bill.
They're gonna be like, how
Yeah,
much?
they kept pushing
how
and
much
that
can I
put me
give
on.
her?
And once they like put you on the spot, like it's so hard to like say no, and you feel so awkward because you don't want to ruin a relationship with a client who comes into Hooters every single day, who is basically paying your bills, who's tipping you, you know, too. You don't want to piss.
What the fuck? This bitch is justifying taking her panties off and giving it to a customer at Hooters. Yo, what the fuck? Can you even do that with Hooters, bitches? I ain't know it was like that. I've been going to Hooters for a long time. I've never asked a bitch for her uniform, bruh.
Piss them off to where they're gonna go say something. So, you know, I definitely.
My nigga said, Alpha Zoe says, girls love selling box and then justify why they had to do it. Exactly.
Can relate on the pressure thing, and I can definitely understand how you felt like being put in a situation that you did not know you're going to be put in, because it is so hard to get out of that.
Yo. And then my nigga Hassan McMillan says, wait, didn't she say no to Kevin Durant? Lana, stop the bullshit. Exactly.
So, you know, like I definitely understand sex workers and the porn industry a lot more, just because I've had personal experiences that I can relate to.
Yeah.
I think I've talked to you about
So
this.
a nigga, how is that pressure? How is that? A nigga paid you $100 to get your panties. You could have told him no. You thought it was cute. I guarantee you thought it was cute.
Briefly, and I don't know her full story because obviously I haven't got to talk to her, but I told you I had a cousin that actually I found out did porn.
Look, so y'all fucking the Hooters sugar daddies? Exactly. Like, bruh, the Hooters girls are getting flued out by sugar daddies. Yo, when I'm at Hooters, it's mad old niggas talking to the Hooter waitresses, and them hoes are entertaining them. Them hoes are entertaining them. They want us young niggas to be talking to them, but they know that we're not going to spend $100 on her fucking panties.
And her and I were super close growing up, and she was kind of like my half cousin. So anyway, her dad lived in a different state. We kind of grew apart for a few years, but when I moved out here, we kind of rekindled, and she was obviously a lot different than I had remembered. And I remember my,
Yo, as a matter of fact, me and my nigga Alpha Zoe went to Twin Peaks. I ain't know, if I knew the bitch was on that shit, we would have been on a whole nother time. We would have been on a whole nother time. Tell him so. We would have been on a whole nother time if we knew the boss was on that shit.
dad's friend being like, oh, she definitely, like, she's a sex worker. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I end up finding out that she is, but now I've even shown you before and after pictures. Like, she's back home, very unwell and unstable, like had a really bad drug problem. She now hears like voices in her head. Like, she was going through a lot of like obviously abuse, and
She heard them kids that was shot into her ear after she was doing DPs and 3Ps and all that shit.
issues. And before that, like, she was a very normal girl, especially from what I remember. I looked up to her. She's my older cousin, and she looks completely different. I remember I was like showing you these things, and it's so crazy that like I got to like witness firsthand that it turned like a normal, like my normal cousin into like now she is like in a mental asylum.
Yeah. And so I would say that's definitely a
Shout out to Alpha Zoe. He says, I manage bottle girls at the club. They all low-key be sugar babying. Facts.
one to probably the experience of shooting porn. And I'm not saying every scene and every shoot that I did was horrible. I'm saying that the handful that were traumatic for me
Yo, I nigga said we about to spin back to Twin Peaks. No counting.
were enough to do damage.
It just
There
takes
were
one.
probably 3 to 5 that were really traumatic for me, whether it was being sent to a set with someone who was way too old and I didn't even know who I was going to
Yo, she fucked the old nigga on the dog. This is too
fuck,
much.
and I was disgusted the whole time because they were 80 years old, or you know, one of the experiences that I just listed, or just being pressured into doing something that I was scared of doing because it was too extreme. That can definitely be very dramatic, and I would say is the number one contributor to why I left the industry and disown it, basically, because of those horrible experiences that I had. The other downside to having done porn, obviously, is the stigma, and that's probably
Here we go.
the thing.
This is the meat and potatoes, the stigma of doing porn.
That's hardest for me to live with now is the stigma of having done porn and knowing that I can run, but I can't hide from it. No
Yep.
matter where I go, everyone knows, everyone's seen me get fucked.
Yep.
I just have to do
Everyone's seen you get fucked. Everyone's seen you eat urine and throw up. Everyone's seen you eat a nigga's ass.
the best that I can with it. And it's like I feel like I have a life sentence over my head at 24. Like I'm always going to be Lana Rhoades. I'm always going to be a porn star, no matter how bad I don't want to be. And I've shared some of like the issues that I've had. Like you even met my neighbor. You didn't meet her, but you saw my neighbor in Chicago. When I had a house in Chicago, I was married. I was planning on having kids with my ex-husband. She would harass me because she knew who I was. She would call the police on me, say I was shooting porn at my house.
I was gonna say, didn't you have even this house? They had asked like what you were gonna do here, which I thought was really disrespectful, and I was just like, why? Like,
it's disrespectful because look, neighborhoods have to follow laws. They don't want a woman who is doing porn in the street, because what most of these girls do, they go outside, take pictures in their backyard, butt fucking naked. They go on the balcony, take pictures. There's kids walking in the morning, people walking their dogs. The homeowners association wants to know what the fuck you gonna be doing in the house, because you are gonna be doing some thought shit to influence the kids.
Why?
I mean, I can understand why.
They just trying to keep the property value high. Just like if it was a nigga and he was walking around with a tank top, busting slacks with a strap, they gonna ask him what the fuck he doing in there.
They would ask. However, every time that it's brought up, and I'm just like, I'm a Mara Maple right now. It's extremely like hard for me. I'm like, why do I have to be reminded of this all of the time? Even Olivia went on a date the other day and I went with her, and her date and his friend were asking me porn question. And it's just like,
I mean, come to find,
bruh, it comes with the territory. Of course, they're going to ask you porn questions. Shout out to Taekwon Hoggard. He says, I find it funny how in the same video, she's talking about the repercussions and regretting it, but then also they're all defending it and saying nothing's wrong with it instead of advising better. Absolutely. You hit the nail right on the head, brother.
Oh, now they were just disgusting males and had a fetish for porn. And
yeah, but even your
disgusting males and had a fetish for porn. Bitch, didn't you just say that you watch porn? Didn't you just tell us that you ended up like somehow you got led to seeing a porn where the nigga's dick was too big for the bitch, and you was like, oh, I was totally turned off. Bitch, you watch porn, but the men are disgusting. Yo, I really can't run it with these hoes, bro, for real, because this shit gets me up, bro. This shit.
Come to find out, they were just disgusting males and had a fetish for porn.
Males who had a fetish for porn. Bitch, you watch porn. You talking about we need to teach males ethical porn. Why would you teach young males? She said specifically, why would you teach elementary school kids about porn in general?
Even you're obviously pissed because you're like, oh, he was supposed to be my date, but I'm literally wanting to kill myself because I don't want to be fucking reminded of this shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be thought of that way.
Yeah.
You don't want to be reminded. You don't want to be thought of that way. I guarantee your son is going to. He's gonna get the brunt of your shit. You're an adult. You have to live with adult decisions. Your son is going to get the brunt of the smoke.
You know, I definitely deal with depression and suicidal thoughts monthly because of my past in porn.
Monthly thoughts of deleting herself. We're not gonna downplay this shit. It's just fucked up. But at the end of the day, you have to suffer the consequences of your actions, point blank.
And that's just me being really candid. You know, it's not fun. It's not a great thing to have over your head.
Yeah. But I mean, I know, like you said, that it's something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. But the thing is, though, like the direction that you're going is so inspiring to many. And it's so important because you just did a complete 180. Like you have so much class, like, you know, you are intellectual, like you are self-educating yourself. Like you're doing all the things that a lot of, you know, porn stars or girls that are still in the industry can't even do at all because they don't have that proper knowledge, or they don't have the guidance, they don't have the friends to like show them and lead them the way and say, hey.
And I will say, man, they're good friends because like I guarantee behind her back, they're talking about, oh my God, every time we take this bitch somewhere, all the men are looking at her and talking about her porn and this, that, third, and giving her attention. I guarantee behind their back, they're saying shit like that.
Hey, like, this is what you shouldn't do. This is what you should do, because you don't have that guidance when you're in that industry. Like, you're completely mind fucked. So
mind fucked? No, your body fucked.
Direction that I think you're going is amazing, and it's super inspiring, like I said. And trust me, like, you will be known as Amara Maple, not Lana Rhodes, in 10 years.
Oh shit. So Lana Rhodes ain't even her real name. But if she didn't want to be known as Lana Rhodes, she would change her Instagram. Hold on. Yo, this bitch name is Amara Maple. She done tricked the whole world. She done tricked the whole world. She done tricked the whole world.
I can promise you, if you just keep going in the direction that you are, because you're doing really good for yourself.
Yeah. And you're like showing all these young girls.
The only way that you're going to be called Amara Maples is if you change all your shit on social media, which you're not going to do. And now she's saying she's influencing the young girls. And this is what I have a problem with. Here we go.
Going in the direction that you are.
They were speaking about young men's out the side of their fucking neck. And now they're finna speak about young girls out the side of their fucking neck.
Because you're doing really good for yourself.
Yeah. And you're like showing all these young girls.
Shout out to Wiz G. He says she act like she wasn't compensated financially. She has more money than most people will ever have for doing something so easy. Exactly. It's easy to drink. I mean, I ain't even gonna say it's easy to drink piss. The act of drinking piss is easy though. Let's keep it a buck.
Like, first off, you're giving them examples. The girls that are going to watch this that have maybe had the thoughts or been in your shoes, they're now going to get to see that it is not glamorous and that maybe they should not. And you're also helping the girls that are in that right now, that are currently doing these things, that there is a way out and that they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, guess what? They never had to do it. That's the funny thing. They never had to do it. No man forced them to do it. Women objectify themselves in this country. Now, I could see if we were talking about third world countries and this, that, and the third. But these hoes are objectifying themselves, bro.
I mean, I hope that my experience and my suffering through this experience will help other people.
Yeah.
Whether it's helping someone make better decisions than I made, or it's helping people who are in the thick of it get out of it.
Into the thick of it.
We're going to wrap up this episode. I don't feel like I got to touch on everything that I wanted, but I hope that it somehow helps someone in some way. So crazy. But the other night when we got back from New York, I hadn't had a vibrator with me for the whole entire trip.
Hold up.
So
now she's finna talk about masturbating. Guys, what do you think she masturbates to?
I was going...
What do y'all, I mean, honestly, y'all think she just in the room masturbating to like a blank wall? No, my nigga, this bitch is watching fucking porn. What the fuck are they talking about? Yeah, there's no way she brought that up in the same interview. My ears have to be betraying me, bro. There's no way she just brought up masturbating with a vibrator in the same interview where she's speaking about the dark side of pornography.
A vibrator with me for the whole entire trip, but somehow help someone in some way. So crazy. But the other night when we got back from New York, I hadn't had a vibrator with me for the whole entire trip.
Jesus Christ.
So I was going off with my Hitachi and it actually broke because I used it so much. Thank God this episode is sponsored by Adam and Eve.
Bruh, they just put an ad about a Hitachi.
Oh, no.
I know, I'm excited.
Use our... So when I first heard that Mint Mobile...
along with all of your...
Okay, is the rest of the episode ads?
Force a conversation that should not be there, because then that person's not going to want to talk to you. Yeah. But like I said, if you want to just strike a conversation, look for something that's on them, compliment them if you like something about them, and usually it'll get that person to respond, and then you guys can start a conversation.
I agree. Definitely compliment conversation.
He waved to me, and then I just got up and started walking with him. And
Are they
like,
talking about some dating type shit?
And you're like, oh, thing.
If you want to just joke, if you're looking to his shoes, and I said,
what
hey,
type
oh
of
my
shoes
gosh,
were they?
from a person. For question is
Okay,
So let's
they're
dive into
answering
the fan
questions.
question.
Answering fan questions. We'll break this last part down, then I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
So my fan question is, how do I go up to a random girl in
My
public
nigga says she's watching her stuff. So they're trying to give men dating advice. This we're gonna have a field day with this. Let's get it.
and start a conversation asking for a friend? So go up to a random girl in public and start a conversation.
How to go up to a random girl in public and start a random conversation.
Asking for a friend. So I'm gonna say this for girls and guys. So for me, I've learned to maybe pick something out from a person. For instance, I've been in a situation where I was sitting across with a bunch of friends and I had found someone like really attractive that I wanted to like say something to them, you know? So how I went about it is I looked at his shoes and I was like, oh my gosh, I love his shoes. Like I'm a huge shoe girl, like you guys know. And I made a compliment to his shoes and I said, hey, oh my gosh,
were they?
Nikes.
of course.
Nikes. That's so general. What type of Nikes? Are you kidding me?
But they're like the special edition.
Okay. Continue.
So you know, I pointed out his shoes and I said, oh my God, are those like so and so, like, you know, the certain type? And he was just like, oh my gosh, like, how did you know? So that's how I striked that conversation. And then we started talking. So sometimes
type.
you just have to look at the other person and pick something out. Or sometimes like even just making a funny joke if you're in a weird situation.
Dude, if you go up to a girl and say, hey, I like your shoes, bro, they gonna look at you dumb as fuck.
Or like the location that you're at. So obviously don't be creepy. Like don't try to force a conversation that should not be there. Because then that person's not going to want to talk to you. Yeah. But like I said, if you want to just strike a conversation, look for something that's on them, compliment them if you like something about them, and usually it'll get that person to respond, and then you guys can start a conversation.
I agree. Definitely. Compliment is an easy thing. Also be like, oh, I like your sweater. Where'd you get that from? Start a conversation. Another thing I like to do is maybe ask a question of some sort, you know, not like play dumb, but I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, she does mean play dumb. We're not going to get into this, man. They're going to tell you a whole bunch of bullshit, which is not going to get none of them wet. Let's keep it a buck. So anyways, you already know what it is, bro. Man, that was crazy. We went 2 hours breaking this down. I really, really appreciate the guys who stuck it out with me throughout this whole stream, man. You already know who y'all are, my nigga. Alpha Zoe, Hassan McMillan, Wiz G, Taquan Hoggard. Guys, when we blow this fucking channel up, I guarantee, bro, all of us niggas, we gonna be lit. Who else was in here? M&K Cheater. All of us niggas, we gonna be lit, man. I'm gonna show you guys love like you showed me. So, you already know what it is, man. Until next time. But it's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship questions to the email down below with a screenshot of your Cash App, so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your mother freaking dean with the BS. It's your boy Quarantino Da GAWD. This shit was just so funny, bro. I can't eat cap. I'm out.
If you want to see exclusive raw and uncut videos of Quarantino Da GAWD exposing and explaining how to bang OnlyFans chicks, cam girls, and other adult content creators and then toss them to the wayside, look no further. For only $9.99 a month, you too can become the Slore Slayer you were always meant to be. All you have to do is subscribe to my OnlyFans, and you can unlock the skills that it takes to bang adult models on a consistent and regular basis. Are you scared to talk to that bartender at your local pub? Or afraid to lock eyes with the HBIC in your local titty bar? Want to know how to build up the courage to engage in conversation with that hot Hooters waitress with the tight ass that you always order the 6-piece all flats naked wings with? All you have to do is click the link to my OnlyFans in the description box below. Tino